Cube pessaries. Just a wee introduction first. I'm Angela Parkinson, a women's health physiotherapist based in Scotland in the UK. If you're interested in finding out more content about women's health physiotherapy, please do the like button and then subscribe to this channel if you want to be kept up to date with information when it's released about various aspects of women's health physiotherapy. So in this video I'm going to tell you a wee bit about the cube pessary. So this is a cube pessary. This is a fairly small size one. I think it's a size 4, and you get different sizing of pessaries. So this one normally kind of between a 4, 5, 6, even up to a size 7. You can also get double cube pessaries for extreme support, or the single cube pessary like this one. So you've got the part that looks a bit like a big dice, and then the attaching cord. This is just to locate the pessary, not to pull on. It's not like a tampon that you pull this bit, just to find it and then kind of work your way up. So this pessary is suitable particularly for anterior uterine and posterior prolapse. It can be used for return to exercise. I've got quite a lot of clients that find it quite good when it comes to going back to running or high impact exercise like CrossFit, for example. The most important thing with this pessary is that it works on suction. So when it goes in, basically it kind of like opens up essentially and works almost like a moon cup. But so the important thing is when it comes to taking it back out, releasing that suction first and then taking the pessary out. When it comes to inserting, kind of squishing, kind of collapsing it as much as it can, putting lubricant on it and then inserting it, and then it'll open up and give the support. So this is a cube pessary, and like I say, really good for very comprehensive support. This one can't be left in, so there are some pessaries that can be inserted and left in for up to 6 to 8 months, but this pessary wouldn't stay in for any longer than really a day. You would maybe put it in the morning, take it out before bedtime, or a lot of clients that I know who use it maybe just specifically use it for that activity. So maybe they put it in before they go to the gym and then take it out when they get back. The cube pessary can be a wee bit tricky. I have had a few clients, some love it and some hate it. It's a bit like, what's that word? The kind of sauce or different things that, yeah, either love or hate. So I had one client who tried it a few times but really struggled with the kind of, wasn't so hard putting it in, but the getting it out was quite tricky. And they kind of just got to the point that they were thinking actually they just, instead of maybe going back to running, they were happy to do kind of lower impact exercise, so they were okay not to basically kind of persevere with it. Whereas I have another client who was really keen to get back to doing kind of more impact exercise and running, different kinds of running, and she found the cube really, really helpful for getting back to doing that type of sport that she really enjoyed. I had an older client who loved to dance, do Pilates, etc. And she tried the cube and she found it a wee bit hit or miss when it came to taking it out. Sometimes it was fine, other times it was a bit tricky. And actually she said after a bottle of red wine, that seemed to help. Obviously the idea is when you're removing it, you want to relax your pelvic floor muscles, so the bottle of red wine obviously helps her to do that. I wouldn't advise that for everybody, but it is like trial and error. If you've used tampons in the past, and this is what I say to my clients, it does take time, and even years after you've used, for example, a tampon, sometimes you just don't quite get it in right, or it can sometimes just not feel quite right. So it's a bit like that with pessaries, and I think a lot of people expect them to be right fit straight away, no problems, but it does take a bit of trial and error, and even then, once you've got the hang of it, sometimes there might just be a day that something kind of doesn't quite work. So this is a cube pessary. If you've got any comments or questions, pop them in the section below and I'll try and get back to you. Thank you.